What's up, Capricorn gang? Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. We're going to read your tarot cards here today. This will be a general message for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please come into this reading with an open heart, an open mind, desire to better yourself, and I encourage you to only take away the messages that resonate with you. Messages that speak to you, motivate you, empower, inspire you. That's what I'm looking to do here today. If you're not feeling that way, feel free to check back a different week. It might not be your message this week, or it may resonate for you at a later date, so be open to that as well. Capricorn, I did one reading for you already, and it was a little bit heavy, and it was a little bit specific, so I did end up posting it. You're welcome to check it out. I'm going to try and link it at the end of this one. But yeah, you get a bonus one because it just felt like we needed some fresh energy. I don't know, I felt called to do a second one for you guys. So anyway, you guys are responsible for all your own actions and decisions. Let's try and have some fun and get you some insightful messages here. Ending it with King of Cups. I like that. Let's see. Three of Wands. What are you waiting for? It's funny. With this Three of Wands, usually we always call it like the waiting for your ships to come in card. I feel like you're waiting to put something out in the world. So I don't know if you're launching a business or a website or sending out some form of communication, applying to a job. If this resonates, it seems like some of my Capricorns are actually waiting to launch something or release it, or almost the idea of putting something into the competition or throwing yourself into the mix of a lot of people. And the thing is, I don't think you're hesitating out of fear. I think you're hesitating out of, do I have the strength to go, It has to do with not wanting to be hurt or not wanting to be heartbroken. I don't think it's fear. Well, maybe it is for some of you. I don't know. My gut reaction is you may be considering, if you have someone else important in your life, this decision to move forward with some sort of project may impact them in a negative way, and so I think you're very cognizant of that. I think it's something you want to do, but I don't know if you're waiting for your moment or waiting for the right time. This could be wanting to apply to, some job in a different city, but you have to break up with your boyfriend or girlfriend. It could be something like that. It could be that you're caring for a parent or a best friend, or there's something else that is requiring your attention, and so you seem to be holding on this dream or this passion project. And again, the idea of launch or release is really what's coming through there. What's interesting too is, this could be one and the same, the idea of a release. Maybe you need to release an ex, or you need to release a person who didn't treat you well or just doesn't hold an important place in your life anymore. Yeah, some of you are going to choose to give your heart to someone else. And okay, there's a lot of messages coming through here. I also have a storyline of a Capricorn who maybe already reached out to someone, especially something from the heart space, some sort of emotional message or something of the sort where you expressed yourself from a more vulnerable point of view, and you haven't heard back from this person, and it makes you very uncomfortable because it's like you really went out on a limb to express something and you're getting crickets. The thing is, this person is not purposely dismissing you. This person is analyzing it. This person is I'm getting the idea of like they're rereading it and being very thoughtful in how they choose to respond to you, Capricorn. Because they don't want to use you to fill a void, or if this person is heartbroken because of their own stuff, they don't want to reach out to you as a crutch or as a band-aid. It's almost like if they're gonna accept this offer or this love message, they want to do it when they're coming from a place where they don't feel empty or broken. This could even be something with a friend where if they're going through a hard time and you reached out and you got nothing back, it's not that they're trying to punish you or be rude. It's just they're overwhelmed with a lot of stuff that they're going through. There's a lot of energy moving through them, and so they got what you sent out to them, but I don't know. Let's throw a clarifier on it. What's the deal with this person in regards to Capricorn? Are they going to reach out? This person has the capacity to give a lot of love. But I keep getting this idea like they're pushing something through. Like I don't know if it's energy or I don't know what that means. They're pushing something through before they can get back to you or reach out to you. For some of you, this person was... It's almost like they were disappointed by... I know this sounds kind of harsh to hear, but what they got from you was less than desired or less than they expected. And feel free to swap roles. Maybe this is you and you had an ex reach out to you with an apology, but it was like this little baby apology and you were like, that's it. I also have that message too. So obviously not all these messages will be for every Capricorn out there. You may have to kind of cherry pick the ones that mean something to you, but I'm going to try and get you something here of use. Let's do this. What is this person's intention? There's two people showing up here, and what's between them is the Three of Swords, heartbreak. You have this person waiting on a response or waiting to send something out. And again, I'm not sure if you're waiting because you're waiting to hear, I'm not sure if you're waiting on A because you want to hear back from B, if that makes sense. Or if you're simply waiting because you've already reached out to this person and they're just taking their sweet time. They're deciding what to do with this message that you sent to them. And this could be a job or something like that. I don't know why the Three of Swords would be between it unless this represents you feeling like you were rejected from the job or something like that. Give me the intentions of each person, please. Like, where is this person clear or clouded? Like, what is the deal? The Ten of Wands. So this person's exhausted. They're carrying too much. But they've done it happily. It's always been this person's story to take care of everything and everyone. This person has trouble delegating and letting go of responsibility. My gut reaction is that's you, Capricorn. You can swap them. That's totally fine. But that was my gut reaction, is you're waiting to hear back from something else. And it's becoming more burdensome the longer you have to wait. But again, there's two messages there. Because you're putting all your eggs in one basket with this person before you move forward on something else or with someone else, that waiting period, I think you're being asked to switch gears and go after the thing that, whatever you're deeming as second priority, I actually think the universe is telling you to flip-flop it. I think you're meant to go after that job or move to that city or connect with that other person, because this one, they're just not sure. It feels very stagnant. It feels like there isn't a lot of progress being made because, again, this person has other priorities too. And it might not be romantic prospects, right? I don't think you need to jump to third-party conclusions. That may make sense for some of you, but I think you would already know about it. This person's going through something very deep, like almost like spiritual awakening type vibes. Like they're having there's a lot of energy moving through them. Yeah, this person had to move away from something that they loved or something that it had always been reliable. It had always been definite in their life, something they could always count on or rely on. And for some reason or another, it wasn't that anymore, or it lacked growth. And so this person felt like they had to start over, move towards something else, examine some new chapter, but they're feeling very, not complacent, what's the word? They're feeling very ambivalent about what step to take next. I think they dream of some sort of emotional connection or something that would satisfy them, but they also have a lot of self-doubt and they're questioning it. I feel like this person is almost going through, not an identity crisis, but something where they don't know what to believe anymore because they've lost touch with an old version of themselves that had been everything up until this point. So it's like they're reacquainting themselves in this new world, in this new chapter they're in, but I think they're questioning whether to go back to the past or to completely just, cut ties with it and try something new. If this person is no longer with you and dating around, they are going on dates, but they're not satisfying. So, and I never want to make these readings completely about the other person, because ultimately tarot is about you. But for some of you who needed to hear, like, oh my God, this was the love of my life and they're dating and what's the stats there? Page of Cups. It's absolutely a date or a connection, but she doesn't look satisfied to me. And again, it's like, if this person is presenting as the king, they want at least a queen, if not another king, right? There's a certain level of expectation or just simply matching what this person is able to give versus what they're getting. I think what they're getting is underwhelming. That's the second time I've gotten that message. So I don't even know if the first time around when I said what they're receiving is underwhelming, that may have nothing to do with you. That may be if they're going after, again, some job prospect or dating, or they're feeling kind of lackluster and a little bit sad. Like they're a little bit moody, but I also think they're not wanting to lean on you for support. I think this person is trying to establish some independence and relying on themselves. I think that's really important. And if, for some reason, you guys did date previously, I would absolutely, lean towards the idea that maybe you did a lot of the heavy lifting for them. Maybe you supported them, but almost to a degree where you enabled them to fall on you too often. Like this person lacked a sense of independence and reliability on themselves. And I do get the feeling that if this was a breakup, that's sort of what's coming through, is there was a lot of like question marks or mystery as to why things ended, because I think a lot of you saw huge potential in this person, but I think you feel a little bit rejected, or even if you broke up with them, it's almost like it's because you wanted to beat them to the punch because you sensed they were detaching or they were getting a little bit cold. How does this person feel about Capricorn? I think there's going to be a period of you guys healing individually. Four of Wands. The connection absolutely meant something to them. But yeah, okay, again, I think it's like you were the person in their life who helped build them up, but then they realized that they hadn't built anything for themselves. And so this person is going through a period where they're learning to be self-reliant. And that's not a bad thing. That's actually like beautiful, that they're recognizing that they don't want to take advantage of their romantic prospect and constantly be spending their money, living in their house, all these things that you were doing out of the goodness of your heart. I think the universe is saying to both of you, Capricorn, like, whoa, we got to draw some boundary lines here because this person needs to contribute in multiple ways, right? It's a two-way street. You guys got to meet each other in the middle. And that's what this is about. I don't know if this is going to necessarily lead to a reconnection immediately. I don't sense that. I think this person is a little bit lost, and so they need to venture or wander down this new path a little bit more to start getting some insight and some wisdom from it. So don't rush the process for them. I would grant them the gift of space and not having to check in with you. I think that would be a very good thing for this person. If you just need the clarity of did they fool me or did I actually mean something to them, you absolutely meant something to them. You gave them an invaluable gift of stability or support in some capacity, but it was beautiful in that you made them recognize they have to do that for themselves. They can't be relying on you. So again, for my Capricorns out there who are resonating with this, there's something else that you've been putting on pause because you were leaving the door open for this person to come back, and that would have shifted the dynamic. So believe it or not, this person exiting for a period of time is actually granting you the gift of time, or granting you the gift of going after something that you had been putting on the back burner. And that's going to be like a million different things to all of you out there, but the universe is trying to direct you to whatever is in your hand that you've been holding on, the Three of Wands. You have to go forward on that. I would say it would be highly advisable for you to both press pause on this and return to it later, if you even need to. But I would also be open to the idea that putting it on pause, like, okay, someday we may reconnect. By the time you immerse yourself in the next chapter, it may diminish that desire to get back what you had. It doesn't mean you have to be scorned or heartbroken. It's just it might not become a priority the way you think it is when you give it a little bit of distance. The Two of Cups. Yeah, you may end up connecting with someone else romantic, and you guys may end up reconnecting too. Two of Cups says to me there's the potential of that, but it shouldn't be your priority or your focus right now. I am going to pull you a butterfly card. We'll see if this resonates. This might be a message that only some of you need to hear, but stick around. We'll see. What can I tell Capricorn about this? What is the healing message that goes along with this reading for majority of my Capricorns out there? And maybe this may even point out what your person's going through, or we'll see. We'll see what comes up. Whoa, too many cards. We'll take this one. End of an era. I mean, that already kind of triggers some of the things that I think I already said to you, but let's see what this says. End of an era. Like chapters in a book, life has eras that begin and end. You drew this card because the cycle of beginnings and endings is touching you right now. It is important to be very gentle with yourself during times of change. Think of the butterfly in the cocoon, dormant in preparation for rebirth with wings. You're in a similar state right now, so please practice daily self-care and don't feel guilty about saying no to extra activities so that you can rest, heal, and prepare for the next era ahead. Additional meanings of this card. Take time to grieve over losses and transitions. Make plans for what you wish to do next. Seek help from a counselor or support group. All right, Capricorn. That's what I got for you guys this week. Please remember to like the video. Let me know in the comments below what resonates for you. And I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye, Capricorn.